Damn, what is up with the squad? The Cess, your favorite on team rugby tendencies in the building. Somewhere I'm hearing you. I'm hearing me somewhere. I don't know where it's at. Give me back. We got Rob Media in here. Mr. Shake My Hand. Y'all see, he got that whistle out. Now I want y'all to tell him because he wasn't here. I made people take pictures of their whistles and post them so that y'all could see them. MJ had an official Fox 40 orange. Coach Coleman couldn't show his, but he could call the brand. There was a couple others. If your coach ain't got that type of whistle, he ain't official. Mr. Shake My Hand, Rodman Media, what's happening?
What's happening? What's happening, man? Listen, you ain't got that official whistle. Don't come talking now. Don't come talk. Hey, listen, I don't even want to hear. I don't want to hear nothing from you. First words out your mouth. Man, let me see that. Hey, listen, let me see your blow whistle. Let me see that. You know what I'm saying? Pause. Let me see
what whistle.
Let me see what that official whistle look like. If it ain't looking like that, hey man, I don't even talk to you.
If your whistle got a ball in it, pause. You ain't official.
Yeah, man, move around, man. Shake my hand, move around, man. We'll go look somewhere else. We good.
I'm just saying, y'all parents, check y'all kids' coach's whistle. Right. The Las Vegas Aces got a win.
As we should.
StreamYard. So I want to know, first question, how did you feel about the game? Before let's start there. How did you feel about the game?
Man, being honest, being real, kind of disappointing. To be honest with you. As much as like we was like at the end of the game showboating and you know what I'm saying, the starters, the core, right, didn't have to play in the fourth quarter. I wasn't impressed defensively while they was on the floor. I don't feel like we put a whole 40 minutes together. Yeah, we got a blowout. Yes, Connecticut, but it's certain things that translate on to next games, right? And so, can we carry this defense and improve throughout the season? We can, but we got to understand, man, who's going to be in the rotation, who ain't going to be in the rotation. So it's good to see the rotational pieces got out there yesterday, but at the same time, it's things that you see defensively that gets you to have questions. Like, I got a lot of questions more than I got answers last night about who this team is, what's next, what are we trying to do to move forward to be better.
How confident are you that this same Las Vegas Aces team can show up in New York?
So 3 out of 10. And New York is struggling right now.
Mm-hmm. So was this win legit growth or just Vegas catching a weak opponent slipping?
Just happened to catch the right opponent at the right time. That's really what it is, right? You just happened to catch the right opponent. It was. I mean, when you look at the road trip, we had what? You know what I'm saying? We won at Phoenix, lost to Indiana, won at Connecticut, 2-1 right now so far on the road trip. So, you know, the big test now is, which is the next game, right? The biggest test was Connecticut because that was what the next game was. Now we're on to New York. Now this is the biggest game. So how do you – and you play on Tuesday, right? So you travel – if I'm them, I traveled last night. I got to New York. So I have a whole day to, like, go through, shoot around, put in my installs for whatever I want to do defensively, things like that. My thing about defensive-wise and why I'm being so hard on them about the defensive end, what I seen them do in that zone defense is not – don't nobody teach that. And what the player personnel, what they were doing in that zone defense, it was atrocious. Just throw it out the window. We're not a zone team. Just throw it out the window. Teach man-to-man principles and play the man-to-man differently. There's ways of levels of playing man-to-man defense, right? You can play in the gap. You can play on the ball. You can do different things. That's the part that needs a piece, and we're not connected on the string defensively, and that's my biggest worries. Going into New York is how do we play defensively?
Got you. Do you think Asia's healthy? I mean, we saw him working on the shoulder.
Yeah.
I feel like he's playing through an injury or some discomfort at least. I feel like she's playing through some discomfort at least. Your thoughts on that? I don't think it's that full strength.
So here's the thing. Before that game started, right? You asked me, I said, hey, Asia's not gonna play in the fourth quarter. You say she does. I said she didn't, right?
Mm-hmm.
You went took her business. She didn't play in the fourth quarter. So that's a good thing, right? The less and less hits on her shoulder.
So that also lets me know that they're not necessarily right now in full pursuit of an MVP.
Which is a good thing, right? It's a good thing, right? You got to win. At the end of the day, it comes down to winning,
Hell
right?
yeah.
You win an MVP trophy, you got to win. So right now, we got to worry about trying to get on the right track for winning versus trying to chase for MVP. Now, is Asia healthy? No, she's not healthy. That right shoulder, which her non-shooting shoulder, is hurting her. But one of the things that you did see is when she was on the floor, you seen Smith cleaning the glass. You seen her come out with a double-double last night, and it's that's one of the pluses, right? You take out that game, right? It's good to see somebody else working next to Asia. And it's not no 2 or 4 points. It's, hey, man, I'm going out here getting a double-double. We ain't asking for you to be a rocket scientist to do anything creative. Hey, man, if you can get us a double-double at the 4th spot, that's already a plus. Now, can we translate that to more to stack on possessions and possessions of scoring? Can we stack that on to winning is the next key. As far as Asia go, as much time as we can buy with her getting rest throughout the game, the better we are.
All right. I mean, I agree with that. But again, like I said, last season, especially when they were mad about Asia not getting the MVP,
Mm-hmm.
Becky was hell bent on keeping Asia on the floor to get the MVP. And maybe that hurt us last year. The pursuit of the MVP. What's the truth about Jackie Young right now? Is she built to be a number one when needed?
I mean, they're asking her to do everything, right? Just like Becky said in the press conference, they're asking her to do everything. We need you to defend the best player. We need you to go out to give us between 15 and 20 points. We need you to have 7 assists, and we need you to get 5 rebounds. That's what they're asking her to do.
But can she step up and be a one for us when we need her to?
We shouldn't need her to do that, though. That's the thing.
Who's going to step up and be?
Listen, we shouldn't need her to do that. We should need Asia to be one. We should be able to play collectively and everybody. Look, this is how the scoring should go, right? Give us 18 to 20 from Asia. Drew Lloyd, we need 15 from you. We need 12 from Smith. And all we need from Jackie Young is for her to give us really 14. Because she gives us 14 to 15 points. Smith is covering up for the points that we've lost, right? Between Smith and Lloyd, between them two, they need to give us 25 a night. Between those two combined. So that's 12 and a half points between them two. They giving us both of them giving us 25 points. The other 3 should better handle the rest, right? Between Asia giving us 18 to 20, between Jackie giving us 14 to 16, and then with Chelsea Gray giving us about 12. That should be enough points to get us through. What it contribute with the bench.
Well, let's talk bench. Let's get into it. We're gonna talk Las Vegas Aces. Let's get into it. So I don't know how many of y'all see the Crystal Bradford interview. They taking it. They made it private now. But based upon what we saw in that video, what we heard, I'll
see.
Here's set the tone a little bit. Go ahead.
So here's the thing, right? You know why they made that video public? Because it got into the hands of the right person.
Why they made it private?
Yeah,
they made it private because it got into the hands of the wrong person.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, what? Here's the thing: the interview was cringe anyway. It was cringe anyway. The video, a lot of parts of the video was cringe. Let me set the tone. So I'm minding my business. I'm doing my work. I get a message in the mansion. Did you see the video? I ain't seen no video. 50-minute video. It's 2:00 in the morning, and I'm like, I ain't interested. Thank you. But we're dialoguing about it a little bit, right? We're like, yo, some insight into what's going on in Las Vegas. I got some questions. So shit, let me go ahead. I'm gonna stop editing. We're gonna watch the video. We actually, and it was me, you. I don't remember how many other people, maybe 2 or 3 other people. 2 other people maybe finally ended up
Yeah, it's just me and you at the start of it. By the end
and
of
then
it,
we had a couple people join. And so if y'all in the chat, chime in. So there was some things I liked about the video, some things I didn't like about the video.
I mean, let's start with just the first 20 minutes.
Overall, I feel like it was best for her that they made the video private, because remember at the end of the video, I was like, "Shit, you don't work in the WNBA again after this."
Yeah, like so the first 20 minutes.
I think Kia Highlife was in there, but it was the first 20 minutes really that Robert watched 20 minutes. He called, and we start. And she's talking about getting to Vegas. She was all the rage. She was the energy person. They liked her. She was in the room. She was in the rotation. She was feeling like one of those ones, right? Then she found out she wasn't going on the first game because she still had to serve a suspension for a previous infraction in the WNBA. After that, she fell out of the rotation. And if I mess something up, y'all tell me. She fell out the rotation. And then she said, because she had described herself as a couple things, the top 5 player in the world and the battery of the team. Battery. She was the goer. And then, when you don't use her, you know what I'm saying, the battery kind of ran out in the back and the energy wasn't there. She said that they had asked her to be Richard Pryor, crack the jokes, be the energy, and they told her to just rebound and defend. Rob was livid. Tell me why.
Why I was livid?
Yes.
Because it's just a stable point, right? It's not something that you lying about because you've seen the proof in the pudding, right? When you actually go back and watch the film, hey, listen, if you go out and shoot the ball, you coming out the game. When she just defended it and rebound, she stayed on the floor. And that's what you can see a lot of the players being asked to do is just when you look at Kia Stokes, right? Your only job that you got is to rebound and to defend. Don't do nothing else. You shoot the basketball, you coming out the game. And so you're taking away players' confidence. And that's what the part where I was more upset about is that a player that can contribute and give you more, you're taking their confidence away because you're telling them to do this. And so it went back to not just Crystal Bradford. I'm looking at Tiff Mitchell and that same thing. And I'm like, damn, Tiff, like, they ask you to just go out there and just play defense and rebound? Like, don't do nothing else on the floor? I see why you frustrated. I see why you're upset. I see why we're not getting production off the bench because you're stripping everybody of what they do best. And when you start stripping people of what they do best, you're not going to get the best version of them. So I was upset. I was upset.
The other thing that she said was that some of the superstars, except Asia, didn't like her voice in the huddle. It was stuff that Asia said she had like playing with her and she had things to offer and she was chiming in, and then when she wasn't out the rotation, she was still chiming in, and she said that they didn't like that she had a voice.
Yeah.
They didn't like that she had a voice. Now I could take that one or two ways, because the best way for me to explain how I left the interview was seeing that there were some things that needed to be done better on both sides. And I love the fact that our homeboy in the video, this was on Scorer Society. I don't know the gentleman's name. Sean Amos. They call him Sugar, I think. He told her, like, yo, you 31. You can still play in this league. You're not washed up at all. You got game. But part of this too is about you. Just, we know that you can do that, but we're only asking you to do this right now. And so I know you want to get to what it is you want to do, but right now I need you to do what I'm asking you to do. And I think that's really a hard thing for some players, especially players that have been like the face of their team and that hooper for a long time. It's hard to be able to dial that back and fit in. But if you want to be able to grow here, you got to get in where you fit in. And I'm seeing her not getting in where she fit in. And it's not in a bad way, because what she's saying is, damn, I see that I can help with all of these things. But ain't nobody asked you to do all of that. You know, like if you come in the kitchen and you're trying to help your mama cook, and she tell you just peel the greens, just peel the greens. Just tear the greens up and get them ready for rinsing. And you trying to tear up the greens and check on the rice and put a little salt in. Ain't nobody asked you to do all of that. They asked you to just get the greens. Do that part. And then we can, once you do that part consistently, then we can build some trust in you. You got to allow us to build some trust in you. We know that you trust you, but you got to allow us to build some trust in you. And I don't think that she was allowing them to be able to do that. She just wanted to help, and it's keeping her out the league. And she got some talent. But on the Las Vegas Aces side, because I don't want to make this about Crystal Bradford. On the Las Vegas Aces side, it made me see that they got some explaining to do. This young lady said that she got released from the team, and Becky wasn't even in the room.
Facts.
Wasn't even in the room. She said it was who she called a general manager and a director of basketball operations or something, right? So what's going on here? She asked them, hey, can you tell me why I'm not going to be here anymore? And they said, well, we got to get people here that she going to play.
Well, or start back. Hold on.
Before that, right? If I'm forgetting something, yeah, jump in. Come on.
I was just gonna say before that, right? She had a feeling that she was going to be let go based upon the way people was acting in the building, and she was the one who went and asked them was she about to be released. Because she stated, had she not went into the office and asked,
she called. Remember, she called him.
Yeah.
She said she heard, and it wasn't from her agent.
Yeah,
that they were looking for a player, and she called and was like, hey, is y'all trying to move me? If you trying to move me, just let me know. And they was like, oh yeah, okay, well, yeah, we is.
Yeah. Nasty work. And so
careful what you ask for.
So here's my biggest thing, right? When she said that, and I'm in my mind, I'm thinking, I'm like, Crystal is a player that we actually need on the Aces. She actually is the typical player that we need, that could play the 3, that could play the 4, that can give Jackie Young some minutes to rest off the bench and give her some production on the floor.
She said, I think she said when she was playing, we was winning.
We was.
She said since she been gone, she see where we need her.
Yeah. We was.
Do you think they'll call her back?
No, they won't call her back. You know why they won't call her back? Because she put the video out.
Because of the interview?
Yeah. Has she not put the video out, she comes back.
So you think the Aces know about the interview?
Of course they do. Of course they do. We ain't the only ones that know about it. They know about it too. That's what made them.
No, the only reason I'm asking you that is because remember, because we had a conversation about Score Society. We like, damn, you said dude got 26,000 subscribers, but only 144 or so people had seen the video. Remember?
Yeah.
It hadn't gone viral. It wasn't 5,000 people had seen it. It wasn't even 1,000 people. It was like 145 people or something had seen it at the time that we looked at it, and it was gone by the time. That was 4 o'clock in the morning. By the time I went to sleep and woke back up, that joker was gone.
Yep. It's 2 things, right? One, somebody made a mistake, and I don't think that was supposed to be coming out to the public. And I think that probably supposed to be a members only video. But once it got out to the public and it got to the right hands,
maybe it was a paywall video. Maybe it was a paywall video.
Yeah. And so now you got into the right hands. Now you got questions. Hey man, what's up? What's really going on with the Aces, right? And so when you start to look at the bench and you start to see people interactions and things like that, it's like, damn, some of the stuff is really true. Because you real life got people like, hey, you only got a job because you over cracking jokes.
Hold on, let me ask you a question. All bullshit aside, content creator to content creator. He got 27,000 subscribers. I just hit 5,000. You've been doing this thing a long time. How many times you accidentally put out made a private video public just on accident? My bad.
No, I ain't never did on accident. Now I might move the video because I feel like I wanted to leave it to my members only.
No. I'm talking about a video that you wanted to just be private. Like we recording this. This is private.
No. I ain't never did
this is gonna be a private video. This is VIP only, and then it went public on accident.
Yeah, this is what it is. It's out there now. You might as well let it out there.
Once it's out there, I mean, we didn't clip it. I didn't even think about clipping it because I didn't think it was going anywhere. But somebody probably clipped it.
Oh, somebody clipped it. Somebody got it. Listen, I probably can go on X right now. Somebody clipped that video. You ain't got to worry about that. Somebody, you can type in Crystal Bradford name. Somebody clipped that video and it made some headlines. I can tell you that right now.
There's a rumor Kennedy is signing with Dallas.
I don't believe, I believe when I see
it. What's that?
Kennedy signed with Dallas. I believe when I see it. That's just that's where I'm at with that. But should she be in the league? Yes. But to
is
sign
Dallas
with
the best? Is Dallas the best place for Kennedy though?
I believe it when I see it. That's all I'm gonna leave it at. I'm not sacrificing. Listen, I'm not sacrificing my youth and what we got going on to bring in Kennedy right now. Not in Dallas. No, you can't tell me that. Now, if you would have gave me Connecticut, I probably would have went with you. But in Dallas, where they already got too many guards, and they all trying to find a way to put them on the floor. Oh no, I ain't trusting that.
So, is there a benefit to signing Kennedy and trading?
What you can't trade for nothing? But that's just sign her.
You said what?
What am I trading for? I could just sign her.
Oh, I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out what would be. I'm trying to get some. I'm trying to get some understanding about the rumor. Number one, I just don't see if Enrique don't fit. What does Kennedy bring?
I believe when I see it. That's why I'm not answering the question, because I believe when I see it. Listen,
I was just trying to figure out the logic behind it. Like, she should be someplace, but I don't feel the Wings would be the place.
Until I see some official paperwork, I don't believe none of that. So I'm good on it, right? Show me the paperwork.
Yeah,
show me something official. Yeah, we good. I listen. I'm here. I'm open to talk about it, right? But I don't think that's weird. I just don't think that's a destination spot that even makes sense to me, and to even waste time to talk about it. I don't know about that. Like, we'll see. But to get back to your point about the Crystal Bradford situation, you can see what's really going on with the Aces bench. And so here's what I'm gonna say to this, right? Knowing that video came out and they had a day before the game, and we had a game at Connecticut, right? Because think about it, we played, that video comes out. Somebody seen that video, and I think that what made Becky really play the bench last night more than what she wanted to play the bench.
Okay, I can see that. I can see that.
Because now it's I gotta debunk everything that you gotta think about it. I have to debunk everything that she just said in this interview to make it seem like that wasn't the case.
So my question to you is, who did the video hurt more, Crystal or Las Vegas?
Both. At the end, it's both.
Equal. Okay.
Yeah,
go ahead.
It's equal balance because one is equal balance because you put the Aces on notice, right? Because you telling people, hey, flat out, hey, listen, if you on the Aces bench, you got to shut up and just dribble. You got to shut up and just rebound. You got to shut up and just play defense. You have no say-so whatsoever to nobody, right? Even if you know this person dead ass wrong, you can't say nothing to them. And that's the problem. Like, that shit not happen, right? She's 31 years old. She has a lot of experience in basketball, and she has more experience than some of the players on the roster. She's trying to help them and nurture them and help them grow. And you tell her to just shut up and dribble?
But hold on, Rob. You 31. What you still looking for a job for? You 31 with all this experience to be able to give to a team. Why you still looking for a job at 31?
You know how politics go, and her game doesn't fit everybody's play style. Let's be real. It doesn't. What she does helps the Aces, but everybody in the W does not play in that type of style of basketball. So you ask me why her style of play doesn't fit a lot of the majority of the teams. So how you gonna get employed?
I don't know, but my other thing is, when you get employed, how do you keep getting unemployed? That's what I'm trying to understand. See, like I said, I'm not letting Crystal Bradford off on this. There's a lot of growing that has to be done on her side. There's some maturity that has to be done on her side. I'm just gonna keep it a buck. When I was watching her as an adult, as a grown black female, I wanted to reach out to her and say, hey, you need a mentor. You're in your own way.
Yeah, for sure.
You're in your own way right now, honey. You got the world in front of you. You 31 and you can still have it, but you're in your own way, and ain't nobody told you that. Get out your own way and get to work. Get out your own way and get to work.
As much as you said,
the video that we're talking about is a video. Crystal Bradford did a video on a channel called Scorers Society. It's been taken down now, where she talked about what was going on with the Las Vegas Aces. To me, that's how I felt. Like, oh my God, where's her auntie? Where's her mentor? Where's somebody to say, hey, you got all the talent in the world. Get the hell out your own way.
But to that point, right? I feel that point, but at the same time, people keep employing her because she keep going overseas getting a job. she came back and she got a job. So it's like whoever her agent is, hey, she got a good agent because they can get her a job somewhere. Now, that's a whole different story. But
it doesn't matter. You don't build legacy by keep getting a job. You build the legacy by being able to keep the job and being able to build something. You ain't built the legacy. So at the end of the day, all we gonna say is that, man, she kept a whole bunch of jobs and didn't do shit with them. If that's what your goal is, do that. But me being a black female who would have loved to grow up to be a pro ball player, looks at her and sees something different. I see an opportunity, a generational wealth. I understand where women's basketball is at right now. You can catch this lightning in a bottle still, honey. Build your brand and get to the money. Somebody needs to say that to her though. That's where I'm at with it. That's what I didn't like about her part of the video. So I can't let her off the hook for that. But I also need for Las Vegas to take some ownership too. Go ahead.
No, I'm saying here's the thing. Her homeboy, her friend, whoever he is to her, was trying to guide her, and she wasn't trying to receive the help. So as much as you can say somebody needs to help her, I can help you as much. But if you ain't listening, I can lead you to the water.
I'm not talking about her homeboy. I'm talking about another black female, and that's something different. And it may not be something that you can relate to. But what I'm talking about is you for your whole life could grow up and be a pro athlete, whatever sport you wanted to be in. What I'm telling you is, up until 30 years ago, you couldn't grow up and be a pro basketball player. So she needs to understand what that is and take better care of it. And people need to speak that back into her. That's where I'm at with it. I hear you. Go ahead.
This is what I'm saying. If Asia try, because this is what I said to you. I said I think Asia tried to take her in the wing, but if I could take you to the water and you don't drink it, and I can lead you there, and you're not listening, there's nothing else I can do. So what that's being said is, she probably had a woman influencer in her life, but she didn't want to listen to what they had to say to her because she's built her own way, and until that can like, you can block your own blessings by you just not shutting the hell up.
I get that. And Asia probably isn't the person, because her and Asia is in the same place. And so what I'm talking about is a different kind of conversation that I would have with her. But Henry, I see you throwing Andrew Bynum in here. Andrew Bynum never loved basketball. Crystal Bradford seemed like she loved basketball. Andrew Bynum could play basketball. Andrew Bynum knew that basketball was gonna get him a check. How much of this I got to do to get the check? When the check was big enough and he had got the ring, man, he moved on. He didn't give a damn. He had checked out of basketball. So I don't know. I don't know that I would put them two together. I don't think that Andrew Bynum loved basketball. Crystal Bradford seemed like she loved basketball, but she got to get out her own way so she can play it. We have internal management issues here. Coach wants a new contract, and management is not discussing it at all. Well, goddamn, I ain't heard that. So Becky want a contract, and they saying no?
Yeah, what does Becky deserve to have a contract based upon what she's done the last 2 seasons? You have to see a future.
All right. I keep asking y'all about Becky.
No, I'm asking this to Adrian. Like, when you look at the last 2 years, the first 2 years that was given to you, right? You got blessed with having the right assistant coaches in the building with you to help you win the chip, right? Now that you don't have them same assistants, what have you done to prove that, hey, man, we need to stand because we see a future where we still keep going up on an upward trajectory? Right now, we're doing this. We're not going up. We're not going down. So at the point, you don't even have the city behind you. I know this for 100% fact that the fans in the city ain't even behind Becky. I'd have been to some games. Everything they talk about, man, hey man, we don't trust Becky. We don't know Becky the right person. Why? Because she don't have the right assistants around her. Just what it is. So for you to go in there talking about a contract, what you done to get a contract extension? Yeah, you got them 2 championships. That was, hey, listen, them 2 championships was a blessing for the city of Las Vegas and the players that was there. We just have more talent. Now that the talent is even across the board, what can you do?
He's spoken to a few heads of management, and Becky's basically not reaching the players right now. I've been saying that.
I said what I tell you. What I tell you, said. Hey, this ain't right.
I've been told y'all that she was Steve Kerr. I've been told y'all that. I told y'all like I've been saying it all year. The chat everybody was fired up with me earlier this season when I was saying we came back looking like the exact same Las Vegas Aces from last year. We ain't did shit. We ain't do shit. Chat everybody fired up. I remember y'all put a live up. Fired up.
But see, here's why Becky's not reaching the players. One, right? The assistant coaches used to do their job. Now that your boys have to mean something because you're the only person left in the room, it don't mean nothing. So now you have to ask yourself, man, who do I need to get in to help me can improve this room with the relationships, right? Because everything about relationships, right? They got to do an exit meeting with all the players, regardless of the fact. They're gonna have to say, hey man, we like Becky, we rock with Becky, or we don't like Becky. Hey man, we rock with Becky because hey, she'll go out to the club with us and go chill and go kick with us and kumbaya, but that's only for the core. If you ain't even a core player, he ain't going out with you. So your relationship is different. So that's the reason why. Listen, if you can't hold your star players accountable, you're never gonna have the locker room. That's just the truth of the matter.
See my live last night, as I told you.
He been trying to be their friend. Of the core four. That's the reason why. That's the real problem in Vegas, and that's why it is what it is, and that's why they're 500. There's no ownership. There's no accountability. Nobody wants to own what's going on with the situation, right? There's a lot of people saying, hey, man, this is the issue, that's the issue. But that ain't the real issue about what's going on. Everybody making an excuse about what really is going on instead of telling the truth no matter what. So, this is what's going on.
I remember you saying to get an ace some time. When Megan get healthy, it's going to be better. So when Megan comes back, how much confidence do you still have in and I just want to talk about what's on the floor. How much confidence do you have in what's on the floor improving?
Megan coming back, I still got confidence with Megan coming back. My biggest thing right now is going to take time. It's not going to be an overnight process, right? Because you got Megan that's been out for the entire season. So now you're equating another piece into the system, right? So now that should buy you more time for Asia to sit on the bench and rest and be more fresh and be more dominant on the floor. Because Asia, one, she's conserving energy so she can make it throughout the game. Now, hey, she can go be dominant for 5 minutes, 6 minutes, 7 minute stretch, come out, get some rest, and come back in and be flat out dominant and not have to preserve energy because, hey, I got to do everything. She shouldn't have to do everything now. It should get easier. As the season goes on, this process should get easier for Asia.
So now that Cheyenne Parker Tyson had her babies, where do you see the Asia going from here?
See you in 2 months. That's what it's going to be. 6 to 8 weeks. See you in 2 months.
So if I'm going to see you September 7th, how much does that help the Aces?
We're not asking her to do too much, right? Because, see, now here's the difference, right? We went and got Smith. We didn't have Smith when I was telling you about this situation, right? Now we have Smith in the equation.
So you yeah. I don't even think you ever told. So you think Smith is hopeful? Tell me what do you think about Smith being here?
She's bringing the same aspect as if Cheyenne Parker was healthy right now. Mm-hmm. Rebound, right? Can get you a double-double. Night in, night out can get you a double-double, right? The biggest thing with Smith is, and Cheyenne Parker has the same thing. Can y'all stay out of foul trouble? As long as y'all stay out of foul trouble, we're going to get production out the four. So now with Cheyenne coming back, hey, that's your backup four right there, right? Smith starts, Cheyenne Parker comes in your backup four, Megan is your backup five for Asia. Like your front court is sold. The problem is right now is we don't have a three.
So Asia still has to play out of position.
No. No. You could put it depends on the matchup, right? Because sometimes last night Smith guarded the 5, Asia guarded the 4. It depends on matchups. Who are we playing? Who do I want you to match up against? Because technically,
I'm just saying because you said you was gonna start Smith at the 4, right? So that means
it depends on the matchup.
So I guess what you're saying then is for the rest of the season, the Aces don't have a designated starting 5. It's going to depend on who the matchup is.
No, they have a designated starting 5, but I'm saying matchup wise, depending on who we play, depends on if Asia's at the 4, if Asia's at the 5. That's what I'm saying. So you still start
What
Smith.
did you score?
You start Smith. You start Asia. You start Jackie. You start Lloyd. You start point guard, right? Depending on say we playing Minnesota, right? Would I want Asia at the 5 or would I want Asia at the 4? That's the difference.
I mean, I hear you. I guess for me, where I'm kind of checked out on it is that the purpose of Kitley and the purpose of Stokes,
there's no purpose for him.
You know, and the purpose of Parker Tyus, I thought was so that Asia didn't have to play at the 5, so that she could really move to the true 4 and dominate at 4. Like we were gonna put her next to a center, but
she technically in their system, she technically is the 4 right now. Smith is the 5. But when you talk about defensive matchups, who matches up with who best is that what your game plan.
And that's my point. I don't care about on the offensive end. I don't want Asia having to work as a 5 against John Quill on the other end. I want Asia to
going to guard John
on
Quill.
the other end.
She's going to guard Stewie.
So we're gonna put Smith on John Quill?
Yes, that's what they're going to do.
Okay, if that's the plan. I ain't buying into it. But y'all remind me of the time y'all saw Smith dominate a big. That's the plan to get us to the championship.
Yeah, but see, here's the thing though: is Jacquel gonna be healthy? Like it's good to say Jacquel.
If it ain't John Quill, if it's Aaliyah Boston, if it's Camila Cardoso, if it's a bigger big, I'm not confident. I'm not. Here's the thing. Here's where I'm at. And everybody can be like, yo, Nalissa Smith this, Nalissa Smith that. I'm gonna just keep it a buck. I haven't seen Nalissa Smith really do shit since she told Angel that she was too little and Angel cooked her. So while everybody is on the Nalissa Smith train, I ain't there. I'm gonna just keep it a buck. I ain't there.
That's fine, but
she got a lot to show. She got a lot to show me. So I wasn't like, yeah, this help. I ain't confident. But I'm the same one that ain't been confident about this thing since the beginning. I'm the same one that's been saying since the beginning of the season, we didn't do shit to fix our problems from last year. I didn't come in here with the optimism that you had. I didn't come in here like, oh, once we get healthy, it's gonna be cool. I ain't come here with none of that.
And the reason why I said that is because at some point, this is the lineup we could put out there potentially. And this is me, right? Talking. Not Becky, because I know Becky ain't doing no coaching right now, right? I can run Megan out there. I can put Asia out there, and I can put Smith out there 3, 4, 5. I can't. If I want to go big, I can go big now. I couldn't do that because I didn't have no bigs outside of Asia. Now with us getting healthy, I got the capabilities to mix and match. Because then at that point, I'm going to have 5 bigs. So then I got a Keith Stokes on the bench. I got a Shane Parker on the bench. But we ain't truly healthy, so we getting blasted because we small. We got all these miniature guards on the roster. We didn't go out and get a backup 3. It's what it is.
I hear you. I'm not excited about running Gustafsson and Smith and Wilson out on the floor. I just ain't. It ain't moving the needle for me. Yeah, I'm gonna have to see it. It ain't moving the needle for me.
That's fine, but you don't have to. This is what I'm saying. Every series is a different matchup, so you're going to do different things. Where you don't have trust is the coaching staff. That's just what it is. Which is fine.
You keep talking about a series. We ain't even in the playoffs right now.
But it takes time. It's not built. It's not built today. It's not built tomorrow. It takes time to get you. It takes 30 days to build a habit, right? We just got so it ain't gonna be built just now. It's got to take time to build.
Yeah, here's the thing. I don't have confidence in the build. I don't believe in the blueprint. That's where I'm at. You can build it. You can build it. I don't believe in the blueprint. You're gonna have to show me.
That's fine.
Because we're halfway through the season. So here's the thing. Here's where I'm at. You just told me it take 30 days to build a habit. So we're halfway through the season. We don't get Parker Tyus back for 60 more days, and then it'll take 30 days to build the habit that we need for her to be who we need her to be. So that's like November.
Here's the thing. What I'm telling you is you don't have to count. Like, because we went and got Smith, we're not counting on that now. So whatever she gets is just icing on the cake. That's what I'm trying to tell you. By the time she comes back,
I'm telling you, that's because you believe. That's because you believe Smith can work. Smith don't work.
the team is going to play different right now because we just acquired a new piece. It's only been 2 games. So now, what does this look like in the next 30 days? We don't know. We don't have the answer. It's a wait and see.
I don't believe it looks like a championship contender. That's where I'm at with it. I wait the 30 days. In 30 days, if it looked like a championship contender, I'm happy to come back up here and be like, yo, it looked like we finna go win the chip. We made this was the move we needed.
But I'm telling you,
in 30 days, we'll be like what 75% through the regular season.
Should be because
we had about 20 games right now, right?
Yeah. So
it's only about 44 of them.
Yeah.
So we'll play about 10 games this month.
So listen, we can reassess this at literally this day next month, and let's see what it looked like. But my biggest issue right now with the Aces defensively. I don't give a damn about the offense right now. If we can't stop nobody, none of this means anything. And it ain't our bigs is the problem. It's our guard play. We getting beat off the dribble like a Cherokee drum.
Here's the thing. I don't know what your name was. I don't want to misquote your name. Somebody said that they talked to the management and they ain't even hearing Becky's voice in the locker room.
That's Adrian. You got the thing up top. That's Adrian.
What's going make them hear her voice in 30 days?
Winning cares everything, but you got to win. Here's the thing. They're not listening.
See, here's the thing. When people say winning cures everything, I don't believe that. I think winning puts a band-aid on bullshit. I don't think it cures anything because the minute you start losing, the bullshit pops back up. So it wasn't cured when he puts a band-aid on bullshit to me.
So here's the thing about this, right? Becky ain't gonna be the reason why they win, but Becky gonna be damn sure the reason why they lose. They gonna win because they gonna hold their self accountable when they gonna coach each other. That's why they're gonna win. She's not doing no coaching anyway. So the point, listen what I told you. If the point guard come out here and she gets 6 assists a night, we're gonna win. If she come out here looking to score, we're gonna lose. I'm telling you this right now. Here's
the thing, Rob. So here's the thing, Rob. If the players could go out there and win in spite of Becky, what the hell are they waiting on to start winning for?
What they waiting on?
Yeah, what are they waiting on?
It's a trustability thing right now because they don't trust who they out there playing with.
So they needed Alyssa Smith to be able to win in spite of.
No, you needed somebody at the 4th spot that can do some damage, that can at least do something. That's what they needed. They knew Kia Stokes couldn't do that production. What you're asking Kia Stokes to do and what you're asking Smith to do is completely different. Smith has more talent and resources than Kia Stokes has. Let's just call it what it is.
Here, and y'all keep saying the defense is the problem, but then y'all also tell me the defenses want to. So if defense is the problem, then they don't want to.
No,
what is going to make them? What's going to make them want to? Defense is effort, right? Defense is effort. Defense is one.
It is, but it isn't. It is an effort behind it, but also your coaches can put you in bad predicaments based upon the scheme that they're trying to run. The scheme that they're trying to run with this Aces team is going to get them losses and type of losses on top of losses because they don't do the simple things. When somebody come across your face, you check their ass. They don't do that because they're not supposed to do that.
As I told y'all in the video, my problem with the Aces ain't at the coaching level. They don't got a general manager. They don't look serious to me. They haven't addressed that issue. I hope in 30 days I can come back and be like, yo, I was wrong. Fuck the GM. It don't matter. They on their way to the championship. I'm a Las Vegas Aces fan like that. But my gut say no.
Here's what I'm telling you, Cess. If they fire their defensive coordinator right now and they brought me in right now, in 30 days, we would look 30,000% better.
Who is their defensive coordinator?
It's I can't think what the guy name is, but they have an offensive coordinator, they got a defensive coordinator, and then they got a player development. The defensive coordinator is the one who got them playing this defense. It's terrible. It does logically a lot of this stuff that he does not make sense. I've never seen you go play a zone defense, the ball swings to the corner, and the opposite ball runs to the opposite side. That doesn't make
my problem. Here's my problem. Here's my problem with this whole thing. It ain't no way I'm gonna keep sitting in front of the camera and taking the heat for us losing, and you keep sending us out there doing some fucked up defense, and I'm not gonna say nothing to you. I'm gonna just continue to let you continue to run fucked up defense out there on my name. See, something about that don't make sense to me, and that's why I don't believe in that. I don't believe they can fix it.
You don't gotta believe me. We can go back and we can turn the tape on right now.
I didn't say that I don't believe you. I said I don't.
What they doing?
I didn't say. Let me be clear about what I said. It ain't even about believing you. What I just said was I don't believe they can fix it. That's what I said.
The defensive coordinator is terrible, but I've been saying that for the longest. That it's terrible. You should have fired him. I said that from the get-go. You know why I said that? It's because you went and got all these NBA coaches and put them on a WNBA roster, and they do things like you have to think about it. NBA is about athleticism. It's not about athleticism in the W. So you have to coach differently upon the skill set of the women that's in the league. What you're trying to do and the way he's trying to get them to play is like they're an NBA team and they're not. So you have to bump the cutters. You have to show. You have to do different things. You have to switch matchups. And that's what a real true problem is that you keep trying to apply this NBA system to a WNBA team and it does not work. But because you don't make adjustments and because Becky doesn't make adjustments, this is why you keep getting the same results.
So in 30 days, it'll be better with Alyssa Smith. When we make the assessment, it'll be better in 30 days after they've had some time to feel some press.
The only way it can get better is add more talent, add better talent. So if I just added better talent, better than Kia Stokes, it should look better.
Yeah, as I told y'all on the tape, I don't believe it. I hope in 30 days I can come back and be like I was wrong. They marching to the playoffs.
Right now we have 500. We 9-9. What does it look like? 30 days.
I see a team that look like they don't even speak to each other walking to the car no more. That's what I see. Versus a team that look like they hung out and went to dinner after the game. So I'm not that confident. I just ain't. But I appreciate your optimism. I just ain't. I ain't sold. I ain't sold. Because if the defensive coordinator is the problem, no, I don't give a damn how good I get to know Alyssa Smith. If you keep telling me to run out there and do the wrong thing, it don't matter. I have not fixed the issue.
Listen, I watched the game. I look at the BS, right? And then the player come out and they told you the exact same thing. And I told you this before Chris even said something, right? There is just logical things that you just don't do that they're doing. There's logical things they're telling them to do that
I hear you. I hear you. But bringing Alyssa Smith in doesn't stop them from doing illogical things. So bringing Alyssa Smith in and having her get acclimated to the team, how does that make them better in 30 days if they're still doing things they're not supposed to do? If they're still running the same defense, if it's still the same defensive coordinator, what does it fix in 30 days?
Last night, I don't even know why they came out and played zone defense. That's just the honest God truth. I don't even understand why they came out and played zone defense. Like, logically, make this make sense to me. So when you're asking this question, they're doing so much unlogical things that you're not supposed to do in the game, that they're doing in the game, and playing peekaboo of, man, let's see if this works. Man, all they're doing is just keep throwing stuff on the wall to see if it works. That's it. I have faith in, hey man, the skill set of the players and what they should be doing versus the coaching staff. When you're talking to me about the coaching staff, I don't believe in the coaching staff. I told you from the get-go, I don't believe in it. Because when I see a bunch of NBA guys come in,
I believe they walked out on the floor and said, you know what, fuck what the coaching staff's talking about. We finna go out here and hoop. They ain't did that shit either.
It's been 2 games since we made a trade. Let's see. That's all I'm saying.
Here's the thing. So it took here's my issue with that, Rob. You're coming off a season where you were trying to be a 3-time champion. You were supposed to come back with a chip on your shoulder. It took it to the middle of the season for you to get Alyssa Smith, for everybody to be like, hey, you know what? Fuck the coach. Let's go do what we do. They couldn't think of that before Alyssa got there. Come on, man. What?
All right.
Make it make sense. So Asian them couldn't think of, hey, we should go out there and just try to win it our fucking selves. It take Alyssa to get there, and now they gonna shake it up and be like, you know what? fuck with the coach talking about we finna go get it. Help me understand what you're saying.
It doesn't. But when you add somebody into a rotation, that changes everything. It doesn't be like, hey man, because this person came in, man, hey, it's go time. It does not work that way.
So they went and got
rotation. Everybody roles change. No matter what you want to look at, the slice of dice. Everybody roles change.
So their defensive philosophy is going to change because they went and got Alyssa Smith.
Yes, because she can guard different people that Kia Stokes couldn't guard. So yes, in theory it should change based upon, hey, I can change different matchups because of who I have versus who Kia Stokes can do and what she can do. So yes, in theory, yes, it should change.
Hey, we'll see what they do in New York.
But now,
let me see what they do in New York, because who the fuck is Connecticut? Who the fuck is Connecticut without their team? I ain't so.
Add a piece.
I ain't gonna hold y'all up. I ain't so.
So Cess, so I'm gonna tell you shit. When Ashton Watkins was playing and when she was off the play, was it a night-day difference?
Yeah, they made an adjustment to how they played. But we're talking about Dawn Staley. But we're talking about Dawn Staley. We're talking about Jolette Law. We're talking about Lisa Gordon. We're talking about Becky Hammond.
The matter of the fact is, when it comes out, you have to adjust.
Rob, the only thing we can do is talk about this again in 30 days. I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
Okay.
I don't believe it. I'm just keeping it up. I'm keeping it a buck.
Fine with that.
Nothing.
All I'm telling you is when one person comes in, you have to do something's going to change. Regardless if it's good, bad, or indifferent, something has to change because you're putting somebody else in a rotation. That's the reason why I use Ashton Watkins in the situation. It's not, hey, we got Drip versus we got Beck. It's not that. When you take a piece of the puzzle out and you put a different piece in there, something has to change.
Here's the thing though. When you have a standard and all your bigs is that, when I move one big and I drop another big in that's that, it moves on. Standard. It's a system. Las Vegas, they took out a gold. They took out a gold piece and put back a gold plated piece. That standard wasn't the same. See, I think what people don't, what I'm seeing in Las Vegas is they not the organization that they claim that they pump themselves up to be, and I'm okay to push back on that. Becky ain't the coach that we thought she was. Becky didn't come in and coach the 2 championships. I'm not confident in Becky like that. I done told y'all that shit. I'm still waiting to see what is Becky gonna put on top of the Popovich standard that she bought in there. She bought a Popovich foundation in there. She ain't put a Becky twist on it yet. Not one time. I hope you're right too. Michelle, I hope you're right too, but I don't believe it.
That's fine. That's fine. You don't gotta believe me. I'll tell you this. I'm gonna tell you 1,000%. You don't have to believe me.
Here's the thing. You're making it personal. I don't believe that the Las Vegas Aces are in a position to make a change. It don't have nothing to do with you. You ain't making the moves. Nothing that they've done so far has me confident that they're trying to get a championship. They still look like a very unserious organization, and I'm a fan. That's where I'm at with it.
You're fine. I'm telling you, I don't care. Ain't nobody to say you don't have to believe me. You don't have to. I won championship. I know what it takes to do it.
You still making it personal about you.
I'm not.
It's about the moves.
I'm not.
They haven't made those moves to make me confident that they on their way to
I'm
a
not
championship.
making it. Here's the thing. I'm not making
it. You keep saying
what I see as a coach.
This is how I know you're still taking. This is how I know you're still taking it. How you're still taking it personal, because you keep saying I don't have to believe you, and at least 3 times I've said it ain't about believing you. I don't believe the moves that they've made. I don't believe the moves that they made produce winning. That's what I said. You don't have nothing to do with believing you. You see what you see. You're confident in that. We'll see. I hope I can come back and be like, yo, Rob was right. Man, they really turned this thing around. I didn't see it coming. I don't have no problem with that. I've done it before. But as I said at the beginning of the season, I see the Las Vegas Aces continuing not to be serious and make bullshit moves. That's where I'm at with it. I didn't see the difference against the Suns because I don't believe the whole Suns team wasn't even there. When I'm looking at Becky didn't look like, oh, she got it all figured out now. Becky didn't look like oh, Becky still looked like Becky still looked whooped. Becky still looked whooped on the sideline. That's where I'm at with it. Yeah, the Liberty will be the test, but I don't even know if they really a test because they not at full strength.
Ain't no team at full strength right now.
The Aces cannot do anything about those guaranteed contracts that expire at the end of the year. They're limited with moves they can make because they have no takers for Stokes and Bill. Yeah. They got themselves quite a conundrum. Quite a conundrum.
They actually can make moves though. They have
Becky was supposed to be Popovich's successor, yes.
They do,
and maybe what Becky does works better than the NBA. I don't know.
They can make a move. They do have money. They're just choosing not to because they don't have a GM.
That looks so unserious. You want me to hitch the rest of my WNBA career to your organization. You don't even have a GM. You got some money that you can spend. You could go out and get some people, but you can't even get it together to get a GM here to get that done. And I'm supposed to sign on for longer than this season. So now you gotta show me something different.
The real, like, the biggest thing, right? They don't have a GM. They don't really have a talent evaluator, right? Understanding what makes this team go and that's the thing about it. What makes this team go? Who is that person? It ain't Asia Wilson.
So you think they're gonna add another player because they waived Joyner? Who you think they adding Sterling?
I don't think they're gonna add anybody.
No.
But they got money to add somebody.
Sterling. Who you think they're gonna add?
If it was
that's what I'm saying. I don't believe in the Aces. People are putting too much faith in Smith, and I don't even see her as a starter in the league. I don't want to make it about Alyssa. Like I said, I'm not a believer in Alyssa Smith. She an angel with the too small and then disappeared.
You know, most of the people that don't believe in the Aces because a lot of y'all are upset about Drew Lloyd. Like, I'm
not even upset about Drew Lloyd. I'm upset about the fact that they. I did not have it.
I said majority of the people are upset about a Lloyd, and that's why they don't believe in it, which is fine. I'm cool with that.
Could Vegas add Bonner for a vet minimum?
They could.
But Bonner didn't list Vegas as someplace she wanted to go. And that's another thing. Think about that. All the shit people talk about Vegas. Think about that. Vegas gave people an extra $100,000 to be in Vegas. It was unrestricted free agents. Didn't even look at Vegas this offseason. Why y'all think so? Why y'all think not? Bonner would have fit. AT would have fit. Ariel Atkins would have fit. Why y'all think people wasn't looking at Vegas?
You can't watch the Crystal Bradford interview. They took it down.
She did reference. She said the GM was there and the director of basketball operations when she was released. She did mention somebody as a GM.
She's quote unquote saying GM because they don't have a GM. So it's just, I'm gonna leave it alone. Nikki Fargas, who the person she was referencing to. If you really want to know, it was Nikki Fargas who she's referencing to, and the operations person.
Why you say weird obsession with Deja Kelly in the chat, Daniel? Let me know. I felt like Deja Kelly did enough to earn a spot on that team.
She does.
There's nothing else
right now.
You said what?
She does nothing for them right now.
She's not on the team.
Even if she was on the team, she does nothing for them right now.
How do we know? We saw her, the last time we saw her, she was winning the game for him. So again, we don't. If it take 30 days to build a habit, we don't know what she'd have grew into halfway into the season now.
She does the exact same thing Dana Evans does. She brings no more value than what Dana Evans does. That's the difference. Like
she's a bigger body. She's a bigger body than Dana Evans, ain't she?
That's fine, but it still does not solve our wing issue. So it does not help us, and we're getting the same exact result. Like we didn't I think if we're going to go get somebody, we need to go get a wing player. If we're going to go get, I don't think
that people are talking about going to get somebody. You didn't have to go get Deja. You drafted her, so I think people are just like, damn, you cut her. At least she was giving you 6 points, and you could say she only give you 6 points, but Kia Stokes give you 0.
Yeah, but at the same time,
we're not. Here's the thing: we're not scoring enough points. Do y'all realize in 2023 when we was winning championships, we was there scoring. We was scoring over 90 points. Do y'all realize we ain't even cracking 80 in this bitch right now?
Last year we were scoring 89. So
we're not even scoring 80 points right now. When we was winning championships, we was up over 90.
It was 92, 93, and we went out to 89. we could barely crack 70 on most games. But we can't stop it. We can't stop nobody either. So
but we tied our wagon to somebody that only rebound and defend.
But that's what they telling her to do. So
we don't get no points there. She shoot that old whack ass corner three.
Barely won a game. She barely shoot that. She might end without a field goal shot.
But this the organization that I'm supposed to be confident in. 30 days, we back to running for a championship. I don't see it.
I'm confident. You know why I'm confident? Because I'm not gonna see a lot of kids folks on the goddamn floor. So yeah, I'm confident.
I still don't think it's enough to make a championship run.
That's fine. That's fine.
You said Aces need bench production. Deja Kelly can read that.
We don't need bench production because they don't want bench production. Little do you know, that's not what the Aces want. That's the thing that why so many people are upset with the Aces, because y'all feel like we need bench production and they don't want bench production. They want it to be through the core players. That's who they want. The money they spend, the most money they spend the people on is that's who they want it to be through.
Y'all tell me the last time a team was able to really sustain throughout the season without a bench.
We've done it before. You know why? Cess,
not at this level. Not at this level.
That's 23.
Where the WNBA where the WNBA was at 23 with parity is different from where the WNBA is at with parity in 2025.
When though, and I'm giving you the answer.
And now you gave that answer. Now I'm telling you why that doesn't work anymore. And that's why every time you win something, you got to go back and you got to look at what worked. What were the things that worked? What were the things that didn't work? And what I said is for two seasons they went back and misread what didn't work. And they haven't fixed this shit for 2 seasons. And they didn't just fix it right now.
And so what I'm telling you is, right, that's why they're doing what they're doing. Because they've been getting away with it. So when you get away with so much, like, until you really get your ass busted, they ain't going to fix the problem. Because they've been getting away with it. Because they look at it like this. They looking at this. We got the best score.
It ain't no reason for me to even talk about the Aces no more. If somebody walking out your gym and leaving their Timbs and they do-rag on your floor and getting your ass busted. If you need to get your ass busted more than somebody leaving their Timbs and do-rag on your goddamn floor, then y'all might not be who I thought y'all was. How much more do your ass got to get busted than Timbs and do-rag on your floor?
Kia, come on now. Come on now. Is that a real question, Kia?
7 deep ain't working in 2025, y'all. And that's my point. It didn't work in 2024. It barely worked in 2023. And so how dare you show up in 2025 like we still just gonna do the same shit we did in 2023?
And that's the real issue, because they've been getting away for so long. That's why they continue to do it. And now realizing, hey man, everybody in the league.
I'm gonna ask y'all this. If Natalie was still at Las Vegas, do y'all think that they would still be trying the same old in this 2025 league?
They wouldn't be playing defense the same way because she was the defense.
In 2025, do y'all think if Natalie was there?
Hey kid, I got championships under my name. So you need a bench. Like that's just not even, that don't even make common sense. You need a bench to win championships because you need to be able to practice throughout the season. Make that make sense. So I'm not reference to me. I'm referencing to the Aces and what they have done. They've been getting away with it for so long, so they thought it was cool to keep with this model. So what are you doing? Wear and tear on your core.
I'm for the Cat Williams era. I'm not even coming to your birthday party if you're doing the same shit that you did at your birthday party last year. So if all y'all doing is the same old shit year after year after year, now I'm straight on y'all.
But
I'm straight
but
up.
here's the thing, though.
I ain't doing it.
Listen to
Gotta
what
keep
you
evolving.
said.
Gotta keep
We
evolving.
ain't get. Listen to what you just said. We ain't get better since last year, right? But we just did the same exact thing. Like that, I'm just showing you what it is. The only
And that's
difference,
why,
the
and that's why I've
only
been saying
difference
since
that
the
changed in the
beginning of,
situation.
and that's why I've been saying since the beginning of this season, it ain't gonna work.
The
It's
only
gonna end in
difference
the
that changed in
same,
the situation is assistant coaches. That's it. That's the only thing that
It's
changed.
gonna-
One assistant coaches.
and it's gonna end in the same situation, maybe worse, maybe outside of the playoffs. If they
No,
don't,
we
if
don't
they
make the
don't get it
playoffs.
together,
We don't make the playoffs. Like,
they don't. If they don't get it, if they don't get it together, if
we
they
don't
don't,
make the playoffs.
see, here's my
I
thing.
put money on that.
Here's my thing. I'm not even gonna bullshit you, Asia. If your shoulder is hurting and they keep bullshitting you like this, shut it down for the goddamn season.
I put money on it. I put money on you make that. I put money on that.
Don't waste your shoulder on no bullshit season. If they not really finna get it together, if your shoulder is really hurt, it ain't worth it ain't worth it for you.
It's not.
To be going out there getting whacked every night, if they're not really finna make a commitment to you and try to get to the playoffs, and really make a commitment to you and try to go win a championship, really make a commitment to you and show the fuck up and play basketball for 40 minutes. If they not, honey, shut it down. Don't risk your body on that bullshit. And I mean that.
Hey, listen, I put money on we make the first round and get out the first round. I put money on that because it's about matchups when you get there. Some teams we just match up well against, some teams we don't. I put money we get to the playoffs and we get out of the playoffs and we get out the first round. I put money on that.
If the Aces are okay with that, then they've changed their standard.
The championship is always the standard. But what I'm saying to you
I can't tell that it's the standard, Rob. They didn't show up this season like the standard was a championship. They didn't show up with a roster and a plan that said that the championship was the standard. You as a Las Vegas Aces fan have seen that standard. So yeah, we got a standard. But if you look at the organization, they're not matching you back. You're not looking at the same fucking standard. They're not showing you that they really committed. They're not showing you that they trying to win. They've been on some bullshit. On straight bullshit. Every player that they done bought in been on bullshit. We'll see.
We will.
Like I said, I'm not a Las Vegas Aces fan because we get out the first round.
No,
that ain't what I'm hearing. That ain't what I'm hearing about. No. I'd have told y'all from the gate.
You said we might not make the playoffs. I said I put my money on it. We make the playoffs and get out the first round. That's what I said. Because you said we make the playoffs.
Yeah, and what I said,
my money on it.
And that's fine. You can put your money on that. What I'm saying is put your money on it. What I'm saying is if that is what their standard is,
I'm gonna put my money on.
If that is what their standard is, then they're not the Aces that I signed up for. And they haven't shown up like an Aces team that is trying to be they haven't shown up like an Aces organization that's trying to be a champion.
So kid, right now, what number are we? It don't matter what number we rank right now. You know how much of the season is still left to determine what position you're gonna be in for the playoffs. Right now doesn't mean anything. It don't mean anything. It's see, that's the thing. It's y'all looking at it as a sprint and it's a marathon. That's the difference. A season is long. So many things, so many ebbs and flows happen throughout a season. Like, yeah, things might not be clicking now, but
Rob, you talking to us like we don't watch basketball. You talking to us like we don't watch basketball. We know that the basketball is a game of runs, just like the season is a marathon. It takes championships and rebounds it takes defense and rebounds to win championships. We know all of that. What we talking about is the quality of the shit that Las Vegas is putting on the floor right now.
But no, kid's not talking about that. She asked me a question. Matching up right now, what are the numbers? We're the AC right now. So by the time the season over, do I think we're gonna be AC? No, I do not. But even if we was an eighth seed, I still like our chances against Minnesota. Like, that's me. I'm gonna die going out that way. If I believe in the talent wise versus who we stack up against talent wise, it is what it is.
So if we stack up the way, if we stack up the way you say we stack up, right? Talent wise, why are we eighth right now?
Based upon what I see right now, right? You're basing this off the entire season. I'm not looking at the entire season. That's the difference between me and what you're looking at.
I just want to answer to the question.
I'm looking at
how we stack up, because the only talent The only talent that we've added now that's on the team that wasn't there at the beginning of the season is Nalissa Smith.
Yeah.
So,
and so you're saying right now, right? And I'm telling you right now, if we match up against Minnesota, I like our chances.
What I asked you was,
that's what I'm saying.
No, my question to you was, if we are who you say we are talent wise, right? If we stack up talent wise the way that you say that we do, why are we 8?
We haven't had all this talent for the entire season. So yes,
Nalissa Smith gets us out of 8 to where?
We're going to see. It's a long season. It still has to play out.
Yeah, it's halfway over.
So, and from that standpoint, we should be able to get a top 4 seed in the league. So
Nalissa Smith is going to get us to the top 4.
It's not just Nalissa Smith. It's a collective unit as a whole. I'm not.
The reason I'm saying Nalissa Smith is, the reason I'm saying Nalissa Smith is because the collection of the team is as it was at the beginning, except Nalissa, right?
You add Nalissa Smith in, so that changes the dynamic of a team.
But that's the only talent, though. I'm just talking about how we stack up talent wise. Because you were saying we were talking about talent wise, not matchups and all that. You were saying stack up talent wise.
So take Minnesota starters. So take Minnesota starters and take Aces starters right now.
No. I want to ask my question. So Nalissa Smith's talent,
and I'm telling you what I'm looking at.
So Nalissa Smith's talent takes us from 8 to 4.
Yes.
And it's Nalissa Smith's talent that does that for us.
It's collection of talent as a whole. That's what I'm looking at.
So what I'm saying to you is the collection of talent minus Nalissa got us in 8. So what you saying to me is adding Nalissa in there, the way Nalissa's gonna fit with the talent takes us to 4.
Yes, because I don't have to play Kia Stokes as many minutes I was playing her. So yes, I'm going to bet on the production of her versus the production we get from Kia any day, all night, every day.
Okay.
So what I'm saying to you is when you look, because I'm looking at when y'all look up against, when we go to a playoff series, how many people truly playing in the playoff series on each team? Let's be real.
Right.
It's like 7 to 8 players. So when I'm asking talent and I'm talking about all of these things, I'm looking at matchups. And the matchups, I'm looking at matchups.
That's
from
fine.
Minnesota.
You was the one that told us.
I love our chances.
You was the one that told us all we got to do is get healthy. When Kelly get back,
we ain't healthy yet.
When Kelly get back, she gonna do what Asia do on the second team and all of these things. So I'm still waiting to see it come to. I'm still waiting to see it come to. I think Megan is healthy. I think Megan is healthy. I believe Megan is healthy right now and not playing. Yes, that's what I believe. I believe Megan could play right now. I think she's not.
And what I stated, when we fully healthy, right? Even if she's there, are we fully healthy? No, we're not, because Cheyenne's still out. So I said when we get fully healthy, I love our chances even better.
But you just told me we don't need Cheyenne. She the cherry on top. Remember, because we got Nalissa now.
He's the icing on the top. But when I made that statement, do we have Nalissa Smith on this team?
No, but now
you changing the narrative and moving the field goal. All I said is when you asked me that question, we did not have Smith on here, and I said when we get fully healthy, I love our chances. What
I'm saying is I still don't believe Nalissa takes us from 8th to 4th. I don't see it. I don't see it. But I'd love to come back in 30 days and say I was wrong. But yeah, I don't see Nalissa making that big a deal. I just don't see her making. I don't see Nalissa Smith making that big a deal.
So what do you think we finished then?
I have no idea.
You asked me.
I'm telling you, I have a question. I have a question mark. I have a question mark on the Aces right now.
What do you see? Listen, you don't got to be in the ballpark. I have a number.
I have no idea. I don't have a number for you. I'm being honest.
Here's the thing. If I would have said that, you would have been
no. You telling me about the lenses. I'm telling you, I don't believe in the team. I don't believe in Becky. I don't believe that she has a voice. I don't believe that they're playing for her anymore. So at any moment, I expect the team to fucking quit on her. So no, I don't have a number. I got a question mark. Like I said, Asia, if your shoulder is really hurt, hang it up because they not showing up for you. So I don't have a number. Like I said, I don't even know if we make the playoffs. I would love to come back and be like, yo, they figured it out, but I don't have confidence in Becky. Becky is looking like she came in there and won a championship off Bill Lambert's back, and she was able to manage her team with Natalie Nakase doing the work. And so now I'm still waiting for Becky to show up and show me she's a goddamn coach. That's where I'm at. So I ain't got no number for you. I got a question mark on my aces, and it's bothering the shit out of me.
Okay. So check this out, right? Y'all act like that the gap between the 8th seed and the 4th seed is a big gap. It's really not.
It's not. I'm not even thinking about no other teams when I'm talking. I'm not even thinking about them. I can't think about what I can't talk. I can only address what I'm thinking about. And the gap that I see don't have nothing to do with what nobody else is doing. It's about what we ain't doing.
I'm explaining, right? Because you asked me the question, right? What is that ends, right? And I told you the 4th seed, and you don't feel like we can get there, right? And I'm telling you, hey, there's not a big gap between the 8th seed and the 4th seed. There's not. It's only a 3-game difference. We can't make up 3 games with all the talent we got. We can't make up 3 games.
I don't know.
That is what the gap is. And so that's
here's the thing, Rob. You asking me like 3 games. We can't make up 3 games. That's how unsure I am about the Aces. I have no fucking clue if they can make up 3 games. They can't seem to figure it out how to go from game to game to be fucking consistent. So let me see how they show up at New York. Because beating Connecticut ass without Mabry and Tina Charles hurt don't mean shit to me.
What did I say? Did I say it means something to me? What did I come out and say?
No, I'm talking about me. You asked me the question, and I'm telling you why I don't have confidence in it. I'm telling you why I don't got a number. I'm telling you why I don't see 4. I'm telling you why I ain't even thinking about how many games is in between, because I'm trying to figure out, do the Aces know who they are?
But what I stated when I came on here, when you first asked me the question, I said I wasn't impressed with it, right? I said defensively, you got to get better.
That's fine. And then we went on and you said, did you see us get to the 4th with Nalissa Smith? And I don't believe that.
Correct. I do, because I'm looking at who's in front of us, what the gap window is. That's what it is. We have the pieces to be a top 14. They gotta prove, they gotta show me that, hey, we in the top 14. But right now, when I look at the pieces across the board, we have the ability to be the top 14. And the real difference is 3 games.
You act like Smith is a 3-time WNBA first-team player. Smith's not the needle mover. You got them trending at 5 or 6. They're getting mollywopped by good teams and not fully dominating weak teams.
That's fine. Y'all, hey, listen, I don't care about nobody agreeing with me in this chat. When the season ends, we can come talk about it. We can see who's right, who's wrong. At the end of the day, they still got to play the games. The results got to still happen. I truly don't care.
Here's the thing. At the end of the video, like I told y'all, I'm still riding with it. They still can get a chip, but they got to make some changes. And the changes definitely ain't Nalissa Smith. It's more than that you got to do. It's more than that you got to do.
But I didn't say Nalissa Smith was the end all be all either.
Here we go. What Keo happened? What happened? What happened? So what else is it?
What else, Keo? What's going on?
You said you didn't just say it was Nalissa Smith. What else is it?
From the jump, I said what? I started talking about our defense more than anything else in this. So I don't understand like this whole like Smith thing. Why y'all made that as the main piece when I didn't even say nothing about her.
I don't believe in the defense either.
I don't believe in the defense.
So if the defensive if the defense is the problem, and the defensive coordinator ain't going away, and we're gonna keep running the same defense, it don't matter who we bring in here.
No,
the defense is gonna remain fucked up.
Right, but okay. All right.
I mean, y'all tell me what I'm missing. If the defensive coordinator, if he's saying the defense is the problem, the defensive coordinator is not changing. Becky ain't in half of the season. Becky ain't said do anything different. We're gonna keep doing the same thing. Why would I expect a different result?
You don't have to. I tell you that for you. Hey, listen, we'll see in 30 days.
Why would I expect a different result? We're not supposed to be right here, right now.
All right, so listen. So it's technically on a Thursday, the 7th from this month, and that's after we get done playing Golden State. So we'll see. And so during that schedule, right, we got New York, we got Washington, Golden State, Dallas, Atlanta, Indiana, Minnesota, Dallas, LA, Minnesota, Golden State, Golden State. So in this stretch of this 30 days, we're gonna find out who the aces are.
Oh yeah, we're gonna find out.
No, we're gonna find out in 30 days what this team is.
Oh, we got to. We got to. It's the only way it works. It is the only way it works.
FM, you don't have to be. Listen, this is why I keep trying to tell y'all. You don't have to be hopeful. You don't got to at all. You can go whatever narrative you want to go with. Yo, what the hell just happened with StreamYard? But FM, you don't have to be hopeful. You don't gotta believe me. Whatever, you can go whatever you want to in that situation. I don't care. It is what it is. We gonna see in a month. Pull back up. I ain't going nowhere. I'm here. So pull back up. We can talk about it in a month. 30 days. Listen, you don't even have to take a clip because I'm gonna stand on what I stand on. That's who I am. If I'm wrong, I say, hey, I'm wrong. But what I see is what I see from a coaching lens. I look at the game differently than a lot of people do. It's okay. Actually, to be honest with you, Rick, he probably AD would agree more with Cess than he would agree with me. So it wouldn't matter in that situation. Because he don't like Drew Lloyd. So, and that's, I'm not saying he don't like Drew Lloyd. He don't like Drew Lloyd on the Aces. I should say that. So it's gonna be more agreements on Cess part than mine. I'm gonna ride with what I ride with. You like receipts? Hey, I love receipts, man. I'm good with it. Hey, kid, we just gonna see in 30 days, right? Everybody's a wait and see game, right? It's a wait and see game. We gonna see in 30 days what it look like. Because I know what I would do as a coach, and I'm not telling you that's what Becky would do as a coach. Because the way I see the game, where Becky see the game, completely different. Me personally, I wouldn't have hired the staff that Becky hired. I wouldn't have brought a bunch of NBA guys into a WNBA place. I wouldn't have. But Becky did that. So that's what they got to live with. All I'm saying to you is when you put a new piece into a place, guess what? It's going to take time to figure out how to play with each other. That's just the nature of the game. You take a piece out and you put something. It's going to take time. But I get it. We're in a microwave society. So since we're in a microwave society, we don't have patience to wait on anything. It's okay. I'm here for it. We'll see in 30 days. We're going to see who's right, who's wrong. We're going to see what the standings is and what it is and what it ain't. That's all I'm saying. You know why teams are willing to collapse on Asia? Because we didn't have nobody at the floor with the capabilities of doing anything. That's why they're able to collapse on Asia. But you're going to have to play Asia differently because you have Smith on the floor. She's a more offensive threat than Kia Stokes is. It's just pure basketball. If you think that Drew Lloyd is the person that needs to step up for the Aces, that's not what's going to be the person that's going to help Aces win championships. There's nothing wrong with Gray either. Gray is the person that needs to be a point guard right now and not a scoring guard. If she becomes a point guard and she starts to average over six assists a game, the Aces will win. If she's under 6 assists a game, the Aces will lose. That's just what it is. But Drew Lloyd is not the answer. She be catching a lot of strays and a lot of bullets, and y'all be playing with Drew a lot. And when a lot of this stuff ain't even on Drew, they not losing because of her matchup. It ain't like the person that she's guarding going out dropping 30 and she dropping 10. That ain't it. It's just easy to point out Drew because you're used to seeing her score 17 to 20 points a game. And because she's not dropping that, it's automatically, man, let's go to Drew Lloyd. It's not the issue of the Aces. Does Drew Lloyd need to be a little bit more aggressive offensive wise? Yeah. Is Becky like designing stuff up for her right now? As she quote unquote said, I don't believe it, but they're trying to find ways to get her going. I just don't think that she needs to shoot a lot of threes. I think she needs to mix her game up a little bit, and that's what a real issue is because they're keeping her stuck behind the 3-point line just to shoot threes like they do with Nye in a situation. What is the issue? What's the issue with the Aces? The issue with the Aces is just defensive wise, right? The defensive rotation and cleaning the glass, right? Closing out possessions. That's what the real issue is, right? What helps us get into transition and score more points is when we are closing out possessions, getting defensive rebounds, and getting in transition. When we don't have a lot of transition points, we don't score. We need easy baskets. That's what really gets our players going is getting easy baskets. That's what made the Aces who they are because of transition basketball. We're not playing transition basketball, and that's why we're suffering. That's fine, kid. You that's fine, kid. You can see the losses. I'm fine with that. In 30 days, we're gonna find out. In 30 days, we're gonna find out, right? Just like y'all told me, y'all don't believe we're gonna have to see. So when I said you got a problem with it, when y'all say it's cool, all right, it is what it is. We gonna see in 30 days who's right, who's wrong. That's all I'm saying. Why is the half court offense so bad? We're overpassing. And then it's not. So the biggest thing with the Aces offense this year to a lot of years is that there's not a lot of motion in the offense. There's not a lot of man movement, body movement, the right screens being set, proper screens being set for people to get open. So if you don't set a screen, if you don't roll hard enough, that's what's going to happen. The game's just going to be tougher. But what I also say to you is if we don't get in transition, it's going to make our half-court offense look bad because we're so much of a transition team where when we get you in transition, we're able to get the ball side to side because now we got you in bad matchups. So we're able to utilize them bad matchups for our half-court offense. You're not seeing that a lot this year. And so our defense is not translating to transition offense. That's the real biggest difference from the Aces right now.
Man, look, y'all can give it. Yep. Y'all gonna give it some time. All right, now give it some time.
Nah, you ain't gotta get no time. It's a microwave society. That's what y'all want right now, right? I get it. Like, I understand this microwave society. Everything got to be right now. Like, you acquire something, it got to be right now.
Right, not even about it being right now, but show some results. Everybody else is. Golden State was new. They showing some results. Atlanta was new. They showing some results. Washington was new. They showing some results. Atlanta brought a whole Dallas is showing results. They got a new GM, a new coach, new players, putting people together. Everybody doing it. People have showed some results by mid-season. Becky, what are you and your coaching staff doing?
And so we just
as a Las Vegas Aces fan, I feel like that's a question I can ask. I'm watching teams come in here and send two rookies to the playoffs. I'm watching Paige, to the All-Star game. I'm watching Paige getting ready to start in an All-Star game. And I'm looking at us standing around still on what the fuck we did in 23. It's 25. We standing around still like, we got
Kid, I didn't see no answer for no loss. You said losses more than wins. That wasn't a number. I'm telling you, in the results, right? If I'm telling you that, hey, I see them going as a 4th seed, that means I'm projecting there's going to be more wins than losses. I think I clearly stated that. So I'm confused about what you're talking about right now. Because I stated more wins than losses. Because I said, hey, we're good. I see us moving up from out the 8th seed to the 4th seed. So that means we have to start training in a winning situation. If for me to be more accurate than what I'm telling you, that means we have to train into a winning situation, right? That means we have to start winning. So what I'm telling you is I project us in the next 30 days to have more wins than losses. I don't see us being 500. When we get here next month, I don't expect us to be 500. That's what I'm saying. I don't know how much you want me more to break that down, but I don't see us being 500 by the time we get there. So is there any more questions you got, kid? I'll be gladly to answer any question you got just for you. And if I don't answer it on this live, we can go straight into the Discord. You guys give me any question, and we can talk about it.
No, you can go straight into the Discord right now because I'm ready to go live again. So the Discord, the mention will still be closed while I'm paying the bills, but y'all can catch up in the mention at some time. Can we take anything away from the Aces win yesterday? I didn't, Crystal. I didn't. I felt like you did what you're supposed to do. You should have. Connecticut shouldn't have been a problem at all. All their scrappiness is hurt. So I didn't walk away like, yay. I didn't.
Kid, if you have any questions, I'll answer. Just for you, kid, I will answer any question you got.
The Aces are 9-9 with 3 wins versus Connecticut, and the Aces have 3 wins this season versus teams with winning records. Okay, nah. This is the first time breaking down the 30-day question I asked. Thank you. Not that game. Oh, no. So, I told y'all where I'm at. My video told y'all where I'm at with the Aces. I ain't as optimistic as Rob right now. They're gonna have to show me. They're gonna have to show me. Rob, you better get out here on the social medias. Coach Rowe is everywhere posting his win over you every goddamn where. You better get out here and talk some shit back because he out here like, look at me. It's the popped up on my Facebook, on my Instagram, in the Discord.
He finally got a win that means something. He finally got a win that means something.
He posting that thing.
I know, man. Shouts out to him. Right, it is what it is, man. It's fantasy. It's fantasy, right?
Fantasy football, man. He is like, check out my results. Check out my results, man. He ain't posted. Here's the thing. He ain't made a post all fantasy season, and he beat me. So Coach Rowe is out here feeling good. When y'all see him tonight, matter of fact, pop up and let him know what you think about him tonight on Now Jordan.
Yeah, no. Shout out to him, man. He got to win. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day.
Do y'all play again?
Nah, I see him in the. I see because I got to play the
playoffs. In the playoffs.
My thing right is, you know what I'm saying? I'm dealing with the injury bug right now. It is what it is. I can't afford to drop nobody.
Not only the injury bug, but short crazy week.
Yeah, I mean, listen. He got me on the right week where like my star players didn't really play a lot this week. I had a lot of my bench players playing. Hey man, you got to win. Congrats to you.
I see it's getting a little. I see people starting to get them. They starting to really feel themselves about these wins. We're gonna have to do another show. We're gonna have to do another show.
Hey, listen. Here's the thing, though. I don't get excited about these baby wins, man. I want the championship, so this don't even excite me.
Well, I don't know. MJ Lover said, don't y'all let him in the playoffs.
Listen,
he said, don't let him in the playoffs.
Listen, I'm about the long-term jeopardy, the marathon, and win the championship. All I know. All this little small talk ish, like it sounds good right now. Don't get too happy.
They still got playoffs. Oh, Rowe played the commission. She going back down. Oh, I know the commission caught her first loss. So I know the commission on one.
Actually, this should be her second loss, but we ain't gonna talk about it.
Man, here he posting all over. Oh my god! Somebody get this. Somebody stop this madman.
No, let him keep
somebody stop this madman. I'm tired of him. He gonna be unbearable. He gonna down there have a song by tonight. This is what I'm saying.
Let him live off this high. Let him live off this high. Because guess what? It's all gonna come crashing, baby. It's all gonna
Hey
be trash.
man, listen. He gonna be unbearable by 9 o'clock.
Hey,
You ain't gonna
hey,
sit up here with him
I
at
got a
9
real
o'clock.
question.
It's gonna be me. It's gonna be me sitting up here with his unbearable ass at 9 o'clock.
Hey, I got a real question. Is Coach Rowe a Dallas Cowboy fan?
No,
That's what he acting like right now.
no. He's a Detroit Lion fan.
Okay, all right.
He's Detroit. Coach Rowe is Detroit through and through. Pistons, Lions, shot.
He acting like a little Cowboys fan right now, but it's okay.
They say you acting like a Cowboy fan, Coach Rowe. If you in the chat, you better let him know. Acting like a Cowboy fan, like you ain't never won nothing before.
Yeah, man. Hey, listen.
I don't know. You say you acting like you ain't won in four decades.
You know what I'm saying? When you win something, man, you just normal. You know what I'm saying? Like when you ain't never won, now you get too excited. You know what I'm saying? So hey, it is what it is, man.
Hey man, for real. The fantasy league has been fun so far. I'm looking forward to this next half. I just gave Nate her first win and took a horrible loss. So I better get my shit together. I ain't gonna be in the playoffs.
You gonna be in the playoffs. Right.
But Rob, what you got for the rest of the day? I gotta get ready to jump for now. What the sound off?
I mean, hurry up and get up out of here, man. Appreciate everybody for tuning in, man. Make sure y'all hit the like, share, subscribe button.
Rewatch game. Like, share, subscribe, comment, push this thing out. 5 of y'all. Share it.
See y'all on Wednesday. Hot Take Wednesday.
Rob the Man Media. This channel is Rob the Man Media.
Rob the Man Media. You see right there.
Rob the Man Media. If you go on my channel, you'll see him as one of the channels I subscribe to. You can't find him nowhere else.
Yeah, it's exactly how you see it. Rob the Man Media. Just type that in.
Just no Mr. Shake My Hand, none of that. Rob the Man Media, and you got it. Yeah. All right, y'all. I appreciate y'all pulling up and rocking with us. Until next time, y'all know what it is. Rob the Man Media, Mr. Shake My Hand. Cess Talk Sports.